Welcome to all of my fragrance connoisseurs, collectors, and newbies. Thank you for stopping by. This is Everyday Stuff 21, where I like to introduce you to new designer men's colognes that are alluring and addictive. Today's discussion is going to be all about Boss Bottled ABSOLU by Boss, a 2024 release. And today I'm going to share my thoughts and my opinions on this demonstration and hopefully answer some of your unasked questions. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content, tap the like button, and leave a comment on the discussion. Share with the community whether you own this, you thinking about it, or any thoughts on it, as this will help the channel grow and become more visible, which I would truly appreciate. At the end of this video, I'll give you my final thoughts and whether I think this is blind buy worthy. Let's get started. So let's get at it, and let me show you the presentation and show you what this box is going to look like if you decide to get it. Pretty nice and simple, but it definitely stands out with this gold and this black in the front. This is a 100 milliliter bottle and is of the Parfum concentration, and it's really nice. So let's break it out and let you see what this atomizer looks like. And another cool thing about this box, it does have the scent notes right here on the back, as you can see. But the interesting thing is that all the scent notes aren't on the back of the box. There are about 3 of them that are left out, and I will share those with you momentarily. So let's break out the bottle and let you see what the bottle looks like. So here is the bottle and this demonstration itself. Nice bottle. It's very typical of the ones they've been having, except for the color is different. The majority of it is like a very dark, sort of brown, blackish, and it tapers down into this sort of, I don't know, bronzy type bottom with the gold top, and then you'll have the word Boss right here on the front. So let's see what the atomizer looks like and get that first sniff for the day. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, this is so good. I mean, right off that first whiff, sweet and spicy, guys. Man, this is definitely one of those ones that I'm happy that I have. This is my my second Boss purchase ever, and I'm very happy I have it. So before I get into it all, let me give you a little story about my first experience with this. So I was walking into Macy's and making my way over to the department area where all the colognes are at. So I get over there because I had heard about this and through a little buzz, and I was like, let me go figure what's going on. So I get there and I find it, put it to my nose, spray it on a card. I was like, wow, this joint is fire. Like, they was not lying. This is that deal. So after that, it's like, okay, I had some time on my hands. Let me go give it for a test run. So took the bottle, shot here to the shot here on the side of the neck. And then I took a walked through the mall, walked past a group of people, and I feel like I got their attention, but nobody said nothing, so I kept it moving. So kept it moving, went to a shoe store, tried some shoes on, sat down, lady helps me out, and she was like, sir, what do you have on? She says, it smells really, really good and it compliments you well. I was like, well, damn, thank you. And I told her that I had on the Boss Bottled ABSOLU. She was like, where did you get that from? And I said, well, I'm just trying it out. And I was down the hall at the department store So she was like, yeah, I got to get that for my guy. I think it'd be a nice gift. I was like, I can dig it. So then after that, that was it for that. And I was already sold, but that sold me. So let's talk about what you're going to find up in this joint. So in the top, it's going to start off with frankincense, and then you're going to get leather. Then enters in patchouli and myrrh absolute. And then as we conclude, the vina and cedarwood. Now, the interesting thing is with the packaging, it only talks about the leather accord, the patchouli, and the cedarwood. For whatever reason, they didn't write the other three on the back of the box, but I found this out by going on the Boss website. So how does it smell? So for me, in my own experience, it smells sweet and fruity. And I get that incense in the beginning, but it's not dominating. So if you are one of those people out there that have an issue or they're not thinking about church and all that other stuff, this is not that. I mean, it's really a supporting act. It's just helping everything else. It's not a dominant feature. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, the leather really isn't that strong either as a presence, like I've realized in other ones, where I feel like the feature is the Divina, which is a flower that has a fruitiness about it and a sweetness about it. And I feel like the cedarwood as well. And then the myrrh and the patchouli. I think those are more or less the dominant stars in this particular composition based on my nose and how I'm experiencing it. And the cool thing about it is it leaves, like when I finally got mine and I sprayed it in the room and I left the room and I came back, it leaves this essence around where it still lingers a bit in the air, which I thought was pretty dope. It pains me, it really pains me to have to say this when it comes to the longevity on skin. This is what my struggle is. Because I like this so much. It really does smell that good. This is one of those ones it's hard not to like because it's not overly sweet. It's just that right amount of sweetness. The projection doesn't last long, like 2 to maybe 3 hours, and it's talking loud, and then it starts to get real quiet. It's real quiet. It pulls in real close to the skin. For me, I just like, man, I just wish it projected for a bit longer. Almost to the point when I wore it, it was just like, I'm around people that's really close and nobody was really catching it. And that was kind of a bit of a downer, a bummer. Now, longevity wise, I'm like 8+ hours, like on skin, like I can smell it on my hand. It's there, but you got to be really close. So that will be the only drawback for my experience. Now, somebody else out there might have a different experience, but for me, it's just like after them first 2 to 3 hours, I'm already ready to grab the bottle and re-up. So because I really like this scent profile is just so nice. Boss really did it. Based on my experiences with Boss, I definitely put this at number 1. In terms of smell, it's addictive. You just want to keep smelling it. And I'm almost certain that if you're wearing this and your partner and they get close to you, they're going to want to stay close. So for me, I find this to be a great date night scent. Definitely the way it's composed, the way it's made, which is done very well blended. It's a fall winter style scent. I feel you can definitely pull this off at the office. It has a lot, I think it has pretty good flexibility. For me, it's an easy wear. Even though it has some notes in it and it comes off like it could be a little bit complex, to me it seems very easy to wear and it's very linear. It doesn't go through a ton of transitions, like that very opening with the incense and perhaps the leather that doesn't stick around very long, or it's not very strong and prominent. It's for the most part, it streamlines all the way through. I definitely would say this is probably for your more mature guy, like maybe 25, 27 and up, but that's just an opinion. I mean, if a teenager or a young adult likes it, then they like it, then give it to them. So it has this addictive quality about it. I think it's the Davina that's in it combined with the myrrh and that support of the incense that's just making me want to keep smelling. I mean, I at the end of it all, my final thoughts is I really like this stuff. I'm glad I have it. It's going to get worn. I might have to keep it on me just so I can re-up because I really want that scent to be, enjoyed. And is it blind buy worthy? So for the price, and again, from my experience now, on a shirt, it probably will perform better than on skin because it just does different when it's on a card or some type of material. So I'll probably will get a greater performance, but just on skin, I'll probably would say it would be best to go see it. But because it's by Boss, it's going to be in a lot of places, just about almost every department store. So unless you're somewhere where you can't get to a department store, you shouldn't even have to worry about blind buying this. You should be able to go to the store, run it through those paces and test it out to make sure it's something that you really like. Thank you for staying to the end and allow me to bend your ears just a little bit. Until the next video.